Not a whole lot, but I was listening to the.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Scottsdale Saguaro High School, host site of tonight's big matchup, early season matchup, game number 2 for the Saguaro Sabercats coming into this game 1-0, hosting the Dysart Demons. Sabercats, big win the other night against Flagstaff Eagles. They had a long drive back up north, but big win, avenging last year's double overtime loss in Flagstaff. And Dysart coming in with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder tonight. I'm joined by my broadcast partner. My name is Vince Delicio, host of the Varsity Sports Show. Very excited to be your play-by-play voice once again of Saguaro Sabercat basketball this season. Joined by my partner tonight, Aaron Nemiroff. Aaron, who his claim to fame this season, worked with Horizon High School football, play-by-play color, handled the football broadcast duties all season. Great season for Horizon, by the way. Congratulations. You drew the straw on that assignment, Aaron. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I had a great time announcing Horizon games throughout the season.
Yeah.
Excited for this matchup tonight.
Yeah, this matchup. So we got to tell you, I don't know a lot. It's early season. I don't know a lot about either team. You know, we had a great showing the other night by Saguaro. They picked things up in the second half and ran away with the win. But you actually have some information regarding Dysart and this matchup.
Yeah, I do. I was sitting behind the two coaches earlier, Coach Kean Cook of Dysart and Coach Lucas Ramirez for Saguaro, and they were having just a kind of friendly conversation. But I heard Coach Ramirez mention that he hasn't beaten Dysart in 4 years as head coach. Coach Cook has his number, and Coach Ramirez was saying he's got a little chip on his shoulder, and he wants to get his first win against them tonight.
That's awesome. And way to go. Way to get that information for us, being aware, eyes and ears open all the time. So good stuff. And the other unique thing about our coverage of Saguaro basketball, the one unique thing I should say, is that we have what's called the Coach Ramirez mic. Let's get a close-up of Coach Ramirez. Kyle, can we zoom in on Coach Ramirez with a tight shot from our top camera there? And throughout the game, we'll get Coach Ramirez's mic throughout the game if we can get a close-up of Coach.
The back's not a foul, but on their back. Just keep an eye out for it. No big deal. Thanks.
So throughout the game, you're gonna hear from Lucas Ramirez. And should make for an interest. Now, and here's the thing.
Hey, straight line anthem.
I'm running the Coach Ramirez mic, which means that I'm gonna. All bets are off. I told Coach Ramirez, look, it's not going to be just during timeouts. I'm going to capture some sights and sounds throughout the game. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, and he knows. So anyway, here we go. We're going to pause for the national anthem here.
I'm here with Coach Cook of the Dysart Demons ahead of their matchup tonight against Saguaro. Coach, Nate Morales had 20 points in your last win. What can he do to kind of build off of some of that success he had?
I think the biggest thing is just taking good shots, making good decisions offensively, not trying to force too much and letting the game kind of come to him. He did a good job of that last game. Just being able to hit open shots, being able to attack gaps when they're there, and not try to, force it, when it's not there.
Your defense had 14 steals in the win. What can they sort of do tonight to build off some of that success?
Yeah, against Bradshaw specifically, we wanted to get the game up and down a little bit, and so we really tried to get in them, speed them up a little bit. With Saguaro, they handle it a little bit better than Bradshaw does as far as the pressure goes. So we're going to have to try and going to try and make it difficult for them, both in the full court and the half court. Try and make them uncomfortable, trying to maybe get them to make some bad decisions offensively. They do a good job. I watched some of the film against Flagstaff. They did a good job offensively, taking care of the ball, getting good shots. And so we've got to make sure that we've got a hand up. They've got a lot of good shooters, and so we got to make it as difficult as possible for them.
Great. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
job.
I'm here with head coach of the Saguaro Sabercat, Coach Ramirez, ahead of their matchup tonight against Dysart. Coach, last game against Flagstaff.
Yeah, let's do it. So, the starting lineup for Dysart, they're going to have Nate Morales and Bo Curtis as the guards tonight. Bo Curtis standing in at 5'2". That'll be very interesting to see. Forwards will be Lamar Anderson and Nigel Anderson, the two junior and senior duo. And at center, I believe will be Kai Brown, wearing number 42 tonight. As for Saguaro, they'll have the same 5 starters as they did on Tuesday night against Flagstaff. O'Shea Bonner wearing number 0. They'll also have senior Jackson Tripp, Neshoba Redhouse, Trey Kay, who was a star on Tuesday night, racking up 16 points, and running the big man, the center, Joe Miller. That is the starting lineup for Saguaro.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your speaker dance.
All right, so we'll allow the famous announcer Greg to go through the starting lineup for the Sabercats.
Number 2, Jackson Shred. Number 15, Neshoba Redhouse. Number 24, Trey Kay. Number 44, Miller.
There you have it. There's the starting 5. And of course, the Sabercats coached by head coach Lucas Ramirez.
These guys punch you right in the fucking mouth.
It's going to be an interesting evening tonight. Looking forward to it. As the teams head to center court for the jump ball. And you did point out, Aaron, there's Bo Curtis starting point guard at 5'2".
Yeah, 5'2". He's played in all 5 games, only has 3 points on the season. But Coach Cook sees some things he likes in him, and he still has that starting job.
Sabercats control the tip. O'Shea Bonner with the basketball. Bonner to Trey Kay. Kay, left wing, heads to the top of the key, back to Bonner. Bonner, right wing, to the corner. Back to Kay. Kay has found his sweet spot from about 20 feet. We'll see if he goes back to that shot tonight. Jackson Tripp back to Miller, Joe Miller. And Tripp controlling the rebound, takes it up again, can't get it. Miller, and is blocked. Back to the Demons. Demons head up court, 21. Around to Morales, and in.
Morales had 20 points in their last game. He was the leading scorer, trying to build off of that momentum.
Demons pressing defense, and Redhouse finds an opening and takes it. Score is tied at 2. Bo Curtis brings the ball up court for the Demons. Round the corner, back to Morales, and the 3.
There it
Dysart means business tonight. Redhouse in the backcourt. Back to Tripp. Redhouse up court, finds Miller. Miller down the line. And ball is taken away. Morales is all over the place tonight. And the easy lay-in by Anderson doesn't go in. Kay up to Miller. Miller all alone. Takes it to the hoop. Comes off, and Curtis comes up with it. Curtis up to Brown. And we've got the travel and the turnover early in the ball game.
That was an impressive stop by Nigel Anderson on the other side of the floor. He was tying his shoe during the fast break, got up, and was able to contest the shot enough for a miss.
Well, and Aaron, the pace right off the bat is intense tonight. The Demons are pressing hard. And Miller for 3, and it's good. The 3 from Joe Miller.
Good shot there by Miller. He was really good on Tuesday. Got into foul trouble early, ended up with 5. Hopefully he can stay on the court tonight.
Score is tied at 5. Morales down the line, dishes off, and from the easy jumper from 6, Nigel Anderson. Demons by 2. Demons continue to press in the Sabercat backcourt. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Demons will have it back. Definitely causing some disarray here in the Sabercats game early.
Absolutely, that front court pressure really causing some issues.
Tripp applying the pressure on Anderson, and we've got the foul early. Tripp gets nabbed. That's his first. Demons lead 7-5. Brown to inbound. Finds Morales. Taken away, and Miller comes up with it. Bonner up court. Bonner decides to take it in all alone. Can't get it to fall. Brown with the rebound. Off to Anderson. Anderson nearly loses. And Curtis, top of the key, dishes. Anderson searches. Tripp applying pressure. Off to Brown. Back inside. And the lay-in by Anderson is good.
Was waiting for Lamar Anderson's first bucket of the night. He's averaging 15.4 points per game on the season, leading.
Wow.
Demons.
Redhouse, nice little spin move, gets it to Miller. Miller down the line. Backs up. Brown with the pressure. Back to Redhouse for 3. No good. Tripp tips it, and unfortunately into the hands of Morales. Anderson takes it in all alone. Demons up by 6. Kay off to Tripp for 3. And it's good. Jackson Tripp.
Wasn't able to get on the board Tuesday night in a lot of minutes. He was very active on defense, but it's good to see him make his first shot here today.
Credited with 2 points. Foot was on the line. 11-7. Brown. Brown to Anderson inside and is blocked by Miller. Miller probably get nabbed for the foul, and he does. That's his first.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, Miller had some foul trouble on Tuesday. Ended up with 5 on the night, and there's one early. Could see Ramirez maybe pull him soon to keep him out of foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. He by halftime, he was at 3, so they had to play him a bit more conservative on the tail end of the first half the other night. Mikey Shepston checks in for Jackson Tripp. And for the Demons, Caleb Williams, and Tashawn Lewis check in. Nigel Anderson. No good. Rebound. Controlled. Morales comes up with it, skips in, and gets the lay-in.
That was a beautiful Euro step right there by Morales.
13-7. Demons lead. Applying more pressure backcourt. Finally, Bonner trying to drive the lane. Nearly loses it. Circling and back up again. Top of the right wing is O'Shea Bonner. Bonner looking to drive the lane. Dishes off. Redhouse to Kay. Kay for 3. No good.
That was a shot we saw Kay make a lot of on Tuesday.
Tayshawn Lewis with the rebound. Morales with the basketball from 20. Off the board. And Redhouse comes up with it. Bonner is tipped out of bounds. And Easton Carlton of the Demons will get nabbed for his first foul. Shepston to inbound the basketball. Correction. Redhouse to inbound the basketball for the Sabercats. Bonner with the ball. Bonner walks the ball up court to the wing. Bonner gives off to Kay. Kay searches, finds Redhouse. Redhouse from 16, no good. Carlton with the rebound. Here come the Demons. Carlton to Morales. Morales gives to Nigel Anderson. Anderson spins, shoots, and scores. Demons 15, Sabercats 7. More pressure backcourt. Joe Miller for 3. No good. Rolls off into the hands of Caleb Williams. Nigel Anderson spins again, shoots. No good. And Bonner saving into the hands of Red House. Up court to Kay. Kay for 3. Shoots. And off the board to Shepston. Shepston back to Kay. Kay shouting some instruction to his team. To Bonner. Bonner looks inside to Red House. Back out to Kay. Kay. Bit of a desperation shot there. Falls way short into the hands of Lewis. Losing the basketball to Red House. Red House back up to Bonner. Bonner. Coach Ramirez surveying the court, shouting some instructions out. Doesn't quite have an answer yet for this Demon assault. Kay. Inside to Miller. Miller shoots and scores from 6 on the turnaround. Coach Ramirez will call a timeout. Let's go to the Coach Ramirez mic.
Good job. Hey, we're battling. Hey, we need to just settle down a little bit, okay? Like, we don't got to be out of control. They want us to be sped up and be all herky-jerky, all right? Play at our pace. When they're pressuring us, guys, we do a great job of getting the ball middle of the floor. Press breaker, look opposite. We look opposite, we got layups coming. Okay? Hey, transition pull-up threes, we aren't hitting them. Knock it off. We got to attack the basket. Let's try and get layups. Okay, good job. When you get it, just keep going up. Keep going up. But calm down, okay? Let's play our game, okay? Defensively, we're switching all dribble handoffs, okay? Everybody, we're switching everything, okay? Extra possessions, don't give them any, okay? 50-50 ball's got to be ours. We can't rebound with one hand. 2 hands on the rebound, and we can't slap at it, okay? Hey, we're right there. Compete. Go. Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, there you have it. So Coach Ramirez obviously talking about the fact that they're taking too many threes. They got to attack the basketball, right, Aaron?
Yeah, absolutely. That was my first experience hearing the Coach Ramirez mic live. It's really entertaining stuff.
It's good. Wait till he gets a little more animated later in the game. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, here we go. So in the ball game, Avion Bailey bringing the ball up court for the Demons. Top of the key. Goes to Lewis. Lewis gets tipped away back into the hands of Tayshawn. And Bailey back inside. Finds Williams. Williams nails it.
That was Easton Carlton on the 3. He has the most 3-point attempts on the team.
And we've got a foul here. That'll go against Carlton. That's his second. And Coach Cook having a little talk with the official. And the Demons leading 18-9. Red House to inbound. Red House up top to Bonner. So far, strategy's working, Aaron, with pressing.
It's been extremely effective. So big possession here for Saguaro.
Bonner, no good. Red House with the rebound, double teamed, shoots it out to Blacks. Javen Blacks. And Shepston from 15 feet. Final seconds of the first period. To Carlton. Back outside to Bailey. Can't do anything with it. And that's where we end the first quarter. The Demons lead the Sabercats 18-11. Let's get a little taste of the Coach Ramirez mic here at the intermission.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait until we start during the second possession.
Okay.
Get everybody thinking.
Hey. Switch to man for this possession. Next defensive position, we're in man. The possession after that, go right back to 13. Hey, if you have your hands and you're active, we're going to get stops. We got hands on ball. That's a great job, okay? Just keep being aggressive. Offensively, though, just calm down. We're going to get good looks. Calm down. We're fine. Relax. They're going to bring pressure again. Again, like the last time out, just look opposite and let's get out and run, okay? But play at our pace. Let's do what we do. Okay, we're going to be all right. It's a four-quarter game. It's a four-quarter game. Let's go right here.
Wise words from the wise one himself. It's a marathon. So 1 quarter in, they find themselves down by 7. Aaron, your assessment?
Yeah, I think it's just been all the Demons' defense. That pressure in the backcourt, off the inbound after each made basket, it just really set Saguaro back so far. Interesting to hear Ramirez wanted to go to a man defense on this first possession and then back to the zone. We'll see how that plays out.
Red House defending. Bailey. Off to Anderson. Back to Carlton for 3. No good. Nigel with the rebound. Double teamed. And Brown comes up with it. Back to Carlton for 3. Ouch. Demons up by 10. Red House for 3 himself. In and out. Demons up court. Lamar Anderson. Anderson drives the lane, dishes off to Carlton. Another 3 attempt. Off the glass. Back into the hands of Nigel, who can't convert. And the stoppage in play.
Carlton went for a heat check 3 right there. He was 2 for 2 on the night, leading the team in three-point percentage coming into this one. Didn't quite go his way, but they were able to get the ball back and draw a foul.
O'Shea Bonner gets nabbed with a foul. And Brown to inbound for the Demons. Kai Brown. Inside. Ball gets tipped into the hands of Nigel Anderson. He converts.
That's really unlucky for Saguaro. It was a good defensive deflection. Just went into the wrong hands.
Quinn Callis in the game now for the Sabercats. Off to Bonner. Bonner drives. Double teamed. Dishes to Kay. Kay circles the perimeter. Gets inside. Spins. Back out to Callis. Can't get it to fall. Nigel with the rebound. Inside. Curtis shoots. No good. Brown. No good. And Tripp with the rebound. Tripp has been the utility guy inside, getting the rebounds as he could. Doing a good job for the Sabercats. From 20, O'Shea Bonner.
Great isolation basket right there from Bonner. He got to his spot and he hit the shot.
Sabercats down by 10. 6 minutes remaining till half. Stick around at halftime. We'll hear from Coach Ramirez as the teams are walking off the floor. And some great content from our talented team. Curtis dishes off to Lamar. And the foul. That'll be Trey K with his first. 5:53 remaining till half. Lamar Anderson will shoot 2. First shot rolls around, doesn't fall in.
Coming into this game, Lamar Anderson was 11 for 17 from the free throw line. That's 65%. 0 for 1 now.
Mikey Shepston checks in. And Neshoba Redhouse will come out of the game. Second attempt falls in. And ball is taken away. A heady defensive play. Nigel Anderson converts. And the foul. That'll be on 42, Kai Brown. His first. And Trey K will inbound the basketball for the Sabercats. Demons all over the place tonight, Aaron.
Yeah, they've been all over on defense, just causing constant pressure. It's been tough on Saguaro to find open shots. They might get one here, though.
Attempt by Callis, no good. Back inside. Callis has a second try and converts.
Jackson Tripp, who just had the turnover on the other end, was able to get that offensive rebound and create a play to get Saguaro on the board.
Demons up by 11. Curtis dishes off, and in the corner is Morales for 3. Wow. Demons on fire tonight. Shepston from 20, in and out. Nigel Anderson with the rebound, up to Bo Curtis. Curtis up court to Lamar Anderson. Anderson drives the lane, back to Nigel, back to Curtis. Curtis spins. And back to Morales. Curtis for 3. No good. Callis comes up with it. Off to Tripp. 4.5 remaining till half.
Saguaro's got to find a way to cut into this lead. It's 14 right now with 4.5 minutes to go. You want to try to make that single digits going into halftime.
Kay. Back to Shepston. Back to Kay. Kay. In the corner. Bonner. Demons doing a great job protecting the inside. And the ball is slapped away. Sabercats will have it back.
Give credit to the Demons fans. They've been extremely loud on our side of the stands all night long, especially after big plays like that block.
Kay will inbound the basketball for Saguaro. Off to Miller. Miller. Back to Kay for 3. No good. Shot won't count. Ran out of time. 3:58 remaining. Demons with the basketball. It's a great shot, too. Curtis walks the ball up court for Dysart. Curtis looks to Morales. Back to Curtis. Curtis, top of the key. Guarded by Callis. Curtis, quick step, off to Nigel. Nigel inside. And the cut to the basket by Williams. 31-15. Turnover. And Nigel Anderson. Anderson to Morales. Morales back to Anderson. Anderson. Anderson with the bounce.
Good dish by Morales. He was able to draw some defense under the basket when he drove in. Kicked it out to Nigel Anderson for the open look.
Trey Kay. And losing the ball out of bounds. 3:08 remaining till half.
This is really starting to get away from Saguaro. It all starts with a stop, though, and then build on that momentum and get a score on offense.
Stick around, folks. Start of halftime. Aaron Nemiroff will be talking to Coach Ramirez, asking to get a little breakdown of this first half. Miller with his second. We tend to ask the tough questions.
We do.
Shout out to some fans tuning in tonight. Got the great Mario Malaby tuning into tonight's game. He is a member of the Lucas Ramirez fan club, apparently. Might be the president of the fan club. Does not go in. And Anderson converts.
I've been really impressed by the finishing ability of the Demons all night long. Heavily contested layups they continue to make.
Shepston double teamed, finds Bonner. Bonner from 20, no good. Nigel Anderson with the rebound. Anderson to Morales. Morales. And travel violation, turnover. Sabercats will have it back with 2:29 remaining. Bonner. Ball is taken away by Nigel Anderson to Lamar. Rolls off. And Shepston comes up with it. Finds Tripp up court. Turns, shoots. Can't get it to fall. Nigel Anderson rebound. And now the Demons will take their time bringing the ball up court. Jordan Garcia in the ball game now for Dysart. Lamar off to Williams. Williams for three, no good. And with the follow through, Williams gets his own rebound and shoots.
Coach Ramirez visibly upset on the bench after that offensive rebound.
Ball gets tipped away and recovered. And the three-pointer by Mikey Shepston pulls the Cats back a little to within 20. 1:22 remaining till half. Dysart will call the timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
All right, welcome back. Final minute 19 here of the first half. Once again, folks, stick around. We'll be joined by Coach Ramirez right at the start of halftime briefly as he joins our very own Aaron Nemiroff. And Lamar Anderson with the basket on the alley-oop. Shepston loses the ball out of bounds. And that foul goes against Caleb Williams. That's his first. Bonner with the basketball. Back to Shepston. Taken away, rebounded by Lewis. And on the other end, the dunk, Lamar Anderson. Nick Camerata in for the Sabercats. K. Back to Camerata. K for three. No good. Camerata follow through. Can't get it to fall. And number 20, Quentin Witherspoon, getting some action here late in the first half. Shepston converts. Sabercats within 22. And right at the buzzer, we're going to turn it over to Coach Ramirez and Aaron.
That's the first half. First, Sabercats trailing the score, 44-20.
Hey, Coach. So Dysart was pressuring you guys in the backcourt all night long so far, causing a lot of pressure. What can be done in the second half to try to negate some?
Yeah, we got to get in our press breaker. You know, we went over it for 2 days, and you know, we have guys not doing their assignment, so we're going to find guys that will. And offensively, we're playing exactly how they want us to, which is playing a rat race, get up and down, and we're taking quick shots, and they're not falling. So that's what's going to happen when you take quick shots early in the possession. They're going to run it back down on us, and that's pretty much the tail of the game. The keys to the game that we talked about before, right? Rebounding and limiting transition and being tough. We aren't doing any of those things, so that's why we're down 24. But, hey, we have a whole new half to clean it up and show that we can compete and we're not afraid of people. Hey, that's the fun in it. You know, it's a young group, and we're going to keep working and finding 5 guys that'll do the right things on the floor all the time. But a lot of game left and getting ready to go back in there and clean it up.
Yeah, seems like a great mindset. Mikey Shefson's been one bright spot. He's had almost half the points.
Yep.
What can you say about the way he's
No,
playing
he's
today?
solid, man. He's aggressive, and he's hitting shots. So he's doing a good job. You know, he's not playing like a freshman. He's ready.
Great.
Cool,
Thanks,
thanks.
Coach.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately was the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Hello everyone, this is Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports, and welcome back to another halftime segment. Right now, the NBA in-season tournament is in full swing as the teams have now reached the knockout stage of the tournament. How the tournament works is there are 6 groups, and the winners of each group will qualify for the knockout round. The last 2 slots are filled by 1 wildcard team per conference. The Phoenix Suns this year secured that wildcard spot in the Western Conference, and they will be moving on to play the Los Angeles Lakers on December 5th in the NBA in-season tournament. The winners of the knockout stage will advance to the semifinals in Las Vegas on December 7th. Previewing this matchup against the Lakers, it's a great matchup for them. It's a big one. It actually has some early season implications. We can really look at these strong Western Conference teams and see how they play against each other, and it could be a preview for later on in the postseason if these teams match up again. Whoever wins this game between the Suns and Lakers could be a favorite to win it all this year. And so far, the Lakers in this NBA in-season tournament were the best in their group with a 4-0 record and a plus 74-point differential. They also beat the Suns in their last game in a close win, 122-119. The Suns, on the other hand, have a 3-1 record in this NBA in-season tournament and a plus 34-point differential in their 4 group stage matchups. So far, it hasn't fared well with the Suns going up against the Lakers this season. They are 0-2, and they have 2 more matchups against the Lakers outside of the NBA tournament this season. Before they will play the Lakers, though, the Suns will go up against the Toronto Raptors, Denver Nuggets, and the Memphis Grizzlies before the tournament continues. So we will have to see if these players stay healthy, but this could be a good thing for the Suns because, you know, they're a new team this year with new players on the team, and they're still going through that adjustment period. So the more games that they have, the better they will become. But so far this season, Devin Booker has just been lighting it up. They are 8-1 when Devin Booker has played. The three-time All-Star has been shredding defenses this year, averaging a career best 29.4 points per game with a 62.8 true shooting percentage. While those stats are impressive, it's really the assists that stand out so far. He's averaging 8.9 assists per game this year. And compared to the past 3 seasons, he averaged 4.8 assists per game. So the assists are going way up. He's accepting this new role of being a point guard and shooting guard for the Suns. And, you know, they're 8-1, so it's working out really well for them so far. The Suns have a great chance of winning this NBA in-season tournament if Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are playing for the team. They go up against the Lakers next, like I said, on December 5th. So you definitely want to stay tuned. Like I said as well, it's an early preview for what could be the Western Conference Finals. We have no idea. This could be it right here. And also, if you're a basketball fan or, you know, just a mild NBA fan, it's important to tune into this NBA in-season tournament. It's a new thing they're trying this year, and it's actually picking up a lot of excitement now among fans. So we will have to see who will come out on top between the Suns and the Lakers and who will win the entire NBA in-season tournament. Once again, this has been Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports, and enjoy the second half of the games.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, you know, I think that's important to do, you know, going the extra mile with stuff, you know, and try, even though this is, you know, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, you know, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, you know, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, you know, there's obviously, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but, you know, just the importance of, you know, doing your best work and that, you know, you could always be better.
You know, we started with, here in Arizona at least, All right, welcome back to second half action here at Saguaro High School. Aaron Nemiroff, Vince Delisio here. Just had a chance to chat with Athletic Director Matt Harris and Matt's mom and stepdad, the nicest people in the world. I wonder how in the heck, you know, they're nice people. He's not always very nice, but they are just great. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so as we come into the second half, you obviously see the score. That is not wrong. The Dysart came to play tonight, right, Aaron?
Yeah, absolutely. They've just been stifling Saguaro's offense, using full court pressure. Look for Saguaro to try to get Trey K going in this second half. He was big in the last win, 16 points. Hasn't done much tonight.
And Red House starts it off for a 3. So you had a chance, obviously, end of the first half to visit with Coach Ramirez and you know, a little bit of frustration, but also got to teach, got to keep teaching, got to keep teaching. Nigel Anderson answers back.
Yeah, Coach Ramirez basically said he just wanted to see a better job out of his guys against the full court press. They knew this was coming. They just haven't executed well against it.
And Trey K to Joe Miller gets taken away. Nate Morales all alone and gets it to roll in. Everything has been going in for the Demons tonight.
Yeah, they're shooting tremendous. Very efficient night.
They're up 48-23 here. And
they're going to bring in Mikey Shepston pretty early into the half. I actually asked Coach Ramirez about how Shepston's played tonight. He has most of the points, really. And he said that Shepston's a freshman, but he's playing like a much older guy on the team.
Incredible. O'Shea Bonner walks the ball up court, guarded by Nate Morales. Back to Redhouse for three. No good. And deflected out of bounds. Demons will have it. Taken away on the steal by Mikey Shepston. Shepston takes it up and in. Great move inside by Shepston, considering, again, a lot of confidence as a freshman.
Yeah, he's really been the bright spot here tonight for Saguaro.
Into the corner, back outside to Lamar, inside to Kai Brown. Easy lay-in for Brown. Redhouse, back to Shepston. Shepston scrambles, finds Bonner. Bonner, top of the key, near midcourt, shouting some instruction. Goes back to Miller. Miller searching to Bonner. Bonner drives to K. K looks to dish, does to Redhouse for three, and it's good. The three. You string enough of those together, you might get back into this game.
On Tuesday night, Redhouse kind of had a slow start in the first half, but it's the second half where he really got going, ended with 18 points. Kind of seeing the same thing here again today.
Williams inside to Brown. Brown shoots off the glass into the hands of K. K to Bonner. Bonner. Bit of a sense of urgency here for the Sabercats. Down 22. K nearly losing the basketball, and he does. Back in the hands of Bonner. Flips it in. Demons by 20. Up court. Miller takes it away to Bonner. Bonner back on the wing. Drives hard to Shepston for three. No good. Miller tips it out to Bonner. O'Shea back to Redhouse. Redhouse can't get it to fall, losing the ball out of bounds. Sabercats will retain possession.
I like the energy that the Sabercats have come out with out of the half. Obviously a big deficit, but they're still playing strong, and they've looked good in the first 4 minutes
Jackson
of the half.
Tripp will check in for Saguaro, and Bo Curtis and Tayshawn Lewis for the Demons. Joe Miller back to Shepston. Shepston looks, finds Bonner, who's double teamed. Back to Tripp. Bonner, ball is tipped away and tipped out of bounds. Demons will have it. Last touch by Sabercat. 4:32 remaining in the third. Demons by 20. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, the Sabercat football team will be playing in the 6A state final on Saturday. And I say that is significant because two players from that team will be joining the Sabercat basketball team next week. And that should definitely bolster some defensive play as Owen Pimbert and Mason Whitaker are expected to join the basketball team next week.
Saguaro could really use those guys. That would be a big help.
I'd say they could use them tonight. Little mix-up on the floor, and the Demons will retain possession. And the Demons adding to Bonner inside to Shepston. Can't get it to fall. Morales to Curtis. Curtis chasing the ball down to Lewis. Lewis inside, losing it. Tripp comes up with it. Off to Bonner. Bonner takes it up. And little struggle inside ensues. And the foul.
Good hustle by Tripp there to get back into the play. Grab the rebound, draw a foul, and now he'll go to the line.
Nigel Anderson gets his first. Checking in, Avion Bailey. And for the Sabercats, Shepston will have a seat. Bonner to Redhouse for three. No good. Couple of players collide, go down, hit the floor pretty hard. Tripp is okay. And Lewis is okay as play resumes.
That was a little bit of a scary collision. Glad to see both guys are okay and still on the court.
Number 2, Jason Tripp, his second back on of the third quarter.
As Curtis walks the ball up court.
Morales has been red hot all night. Another three for him. I touched on it earlier, but he had 20 points. He was the leading scorer in their last win against Bradshaw Mountain. He's just continued on with his red hot shooting here tonight.
Bonner brings the ball up court, facing double teams, tries to get it to fall. Lewis deflects. Back to Tripp. And Bonner gets a second chance and has it fall.
Jackson Tripp really does a good job in that utility role. He isn't much of a scorer, but he's constantly getting his hands on the ball on defense and on the boards.
And on the other end, the Demons add two. Trey K for three. No good. Redhouse follows up, and it falls in. So again, you can't trade baskets, obviously down by more than 20, but, you know, as the Sabercats, if they can manage some turnovers and a little more defense, they may get themselves back in.
Yeah,
Bailey.
The defense hasn't really been there, but they do have 14 points in the quarter to their 20 in the whole first half, so it has been a much better half offensively for them.
Coach Ramirez will call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
Look, listen. Offensively, hopefully you're feeling a little more comfortable, but we're still making it so difficult with the press break right now. Like, we have 4 guys back there. That doesn't help anybody. If we have 2 guys at half court, 2 guys that are trying to get open in the front court, like, it's easy. But we can't have all 4 guys bunched up. Make the game easy for yourselves. Let's go. Come on. Fuck. Have some toughness. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so Coach Ramirez addressed his team, and we are back. Obvious little amount of frustration. You know, when your team is down and you're there are some easy points being scored in addition to some points that obviously Dysart are earning. It leads to a little bit of frustration.
Yeah,
Bonner
sure.
with the basketball. Off to Tripp. Tripp. Back to Bonner. Bonner drives the lane inside, takes it up and in. Cradled that basketball. It was an interesting move, but gets the score, and the Sabercats down by 23.
Good pressure by Miller there, trying to get a hand on the ball.
Curtis from 20. No good. In and out of the hands of Callis, and the Sabercats will have it back. Redhouse checks in. Tripp will have a seat.
Very short stint on the bench for Redhouse. He's been one of their better players tonight.
Yeah.
Coach Ramirez had to get him back in the game.
Callis to inbound, gets it off to Redhouse. Redhouse double teamed. Back to Shepston, takes it up and in. And again, we remind you, he is a freshman. Curtis with the ball. Curtis brings the ball up court for the Demons. to Lamar Anderson, to Bailey, back to Carlton, and a 3.
He's been shooting terrific tonight. I believe he's 3 for 4 from behind the arc.
Javen Blacks to check in for the Sabercats after the turnover. Demons will have it back. The errant pass sails out of bounds. Curtis to Carlton, back to Curtis. Bailey for 3. No good. Rebounded by Callis. Callis dishes it out to Kay. Kay, cross court. Guarded by Curtis. Kay for 3. No good. Off the rim, out of bounds. Back to the Demons. And Bonner had a short stint on the bench. Will come back in. Kay will have a seat.
Kay had 16 of their 55 points against Flagstaff on Tuesday. I'm not sure he has a bucket here tonight. That's been really a tough blow for Saguaro's offense here.
As Curtis walks the ball up, taking his time in the final seconds here of the third quarter. Bailey. Back to Carlton. To Lamar Anderson. Anderson makes a move. Dishes out to Curtis. Final seconds. Brown looking, shooting, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter with the Demons leading the Sabercats 62-38. Vincent Aaron, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8.
All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Actually, Kyle, let's run it. I'd like to show a little lighter moment. At halftime, I had a chance to chat with some famous people here tonight. That's Marilyn and Tom. That is athletic director Matt Harris's mother, who is a career educator, and his stepdad, who raised Matt, and really nice people. I gave Matt a real solid recommendation. Really talked him up to his mom and stepdad. So Mr. Harris, if you're watching this and you see this, you're welcome. So anyway,
I'm sure he appreciates it.
Yes. All right, back to game action. Bonner with the basketball. Bonner shoots and nails it. The two-pointer, and maybe that was a stroke of luck there for the Sabercats and Matt Harris's mother and stepdad. Carlton for 3. Off the rim. And rebounded by Shepston.
I thought that the height of Bo Curtis standing in at 5'2" might be a little bit of a liability for Dysart on defense, but it hasn't caused any problems.
He's very quick. Very nimble, very quick. And Redhouse gets fouled. Okay, and that'll be Nigel's second foul. And Trey K will be checking back in as Redhouse goes to the line. First one is good.
Redhouse has controlled a lot of the scoring here in the second half. He's got a few threes. He's been active all over.
Second one is good. And since he was fouled at the three-point line, gets a third attempt.
First two look pretty good. Gotta assume he's gonna make this third one.
And he nails all three. So the Sabercats within 19. Lamar Anderson brings the ball up court for the Demons. Anderson to Morales. Morales cutting inside, shoots off the glass. Joe Miller rebound. Miller to Bonner. Bonner guarded by Curtis. Bonner off to Shepston. Shepston shoots from 10. Off the rim. Back to Miller. Follows through. Can't get it to fall. Miller with the rebound. To Bonner. Who gets it?
What a finish.
Sabercats within 17. 6 minutes and then some left in the ball game. Nigel Anderson drives the lane. Tries to finish and is fouled. That'll be on O'Shea Bonner, his second.
His second foul.
Bonner didn't seem to really like that call, but from what I heard from over here, it sounded like he got some of the arm of Nigel Anderson.
Yeah, you heard a little slap there. Anderson's first attempt is good. Caleb Williams checks back in for the Demons for Bo Curtis.
Not the same Caleb Williams as USC quarterback.
Yeah, that threw me off initially there when I said that name at the beginning of the game. I had to do a double take, but Anderson's second attempt. Ball's just short. Shepston with the rebound, brings it up court. Trey K. K inside, back to Shepston. Shepston looks to K. K, top of the key to Bonner. Bonner, guarded by Carlton. Joe Miller getting it back to Bonner. Bonner inside to Redhouse for three.
He's been excellent. He's really kept Saguaro in this game with his three-point shooting.
And we're going to send it down to the Coach Ramirez, Mike.
Hey, good job. Good offensive possessions there. Be ready for them to pressure us again because they sagged off and then we got a couple shots easy without them pressuring us. They're going to bring some pressure. But, hey, keep doing drive and kick. Don't stand. If you're standing, you're doing something wrong. Drive the kick, attack, and let's keep getting great looks. Keep battling. Keep battling. Keep doing what you're doing. On next, let's go yellow for a couple minutes.
Okay, well, there you have it. So, all positive, teachable moments from Coach Ramirez. As the Sabercats cut it to 15, Aaron. Impressive.
Yeah, they've been really hustling a lot harder. They've shown some serious energy coming out of halftime. And the offense has just looked a lot more fluent in this half than it did in the first half.
Nate Morales with the basketball off to Nigel Anderson. Nearly having it taken away, and it is. Shepston coming up big while he was on the floor. Bonner brings the ball up court. Bonner. Guarded by Morales. Tries to find an opening inside as Callis does his best to run some interference. Off to K. K driving inside. Blocked by Anderson. Taken away. Lamar Anderson up to Morales. Morales fast break. Other end. And it's good. Just like that. They strike quick. Bonner. Inside. And deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Morales. Sabercats will have it back. Tripp checks in for Shepston. The freshman playing like a senior tonight.
Yeah, he got a little bit banged up on the floor earlier. Had to check out.
Redhouse attempt no good. Morales comes up with it. Leads his team down the court. Off to Carlton for three. In and out. Nigel Anderson follows suit. And up by 19. Bonner. Back to K. Actually deflected to K. Bonner for three. Off the rim. Caleb Williams. And taken away by Tripp. Tripp to K. K. Tries to find a teammate. Does in Redhouse. For three. No good.
Missed opportunity off the forced turnover by Tripp. Unable to get the score.
Visible frustration. And Nigel Anderson. Caleb Williams converts. Under 4 minutes remaining as the Sabercats try and claw their way back, down by 21. Tripp spinning, dishing off to Redhouse. Back out to Bonner, top of the key to Kay. Kay. Tripp spins, shoots, and scores. Sabercats trying some full court press.
Wasn't too effective.
And tipped away by Callis. Caleb Williams getting it back. Carlton back to Morales. Morales drawing the defender up toward him in Redhouse.
And they're going to wind down this shot clock as much as they can. Up 19 with just under 3 minutes to go.
Morales makes a move. Trips up.
Number 13, the shoulder house.
And Redhouse with his first foul. Joe Miller checks back in. Quinn Callis checks out. Coach Ramirez will take a timeout. We'll take the timeout as well with 2:55 remaining. Sabercats down by 19. We'll be back. Okay. All right, so
Miami is at Kansas City.
They'll be facing the 6th-seeded North Valley Christian Academy.
Number 13.
Varsity Sports Show replay. Perfect play design on 2nd down and 7. Bray unloading his field
looking deep. He's looking for Jack Freeberger, and he has him open for the touchdown. Just like that, a 44-yard touchdown to Jack.
This is Bobby Murphy here with Varsity Sports Show at Arizona College Prep.
I'm here with Coach Jason Jewell after an extremely gritty 14
years.
welcome back. Vincent Aaron here for the Varsity Sports Show and the Sabercat Game of the Week. Dysart with the basketball. Lamar Anderson spinning, shooting off the glass and in. It's been that kind of night where most everything has fallen for Dysart, and Saguaro has been struggling tonight. Bonner to Redhouse. Ball rolls out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Sabercats will have it back. Checking in, Tayshawn Lewis and number 22, Dacian Blackman for the Demons. Kay to inbound the basketball. To Bonner. Bonner. Looks like we had a technical foul here. Called against Jackson Tripp.
Seems to be a lot of confusion by the Sabercats. Not really sure what went down there. I didn't notice anything. Maybe it was something Tripp said.
As 22, Dacian Blackman and the Demons will make their free. I was trying to overhear the official. But anyway, yes, technical foul was called against Tripp. And so a couple of points, buckets added for Dysart as Lamar Anderson dishes off to Nigel Anderson, takes it to the basket, can't get it to fall. Joe Miller with the rebound. Bonner walks the ball up court. Final 2 minutes of the ball game. Jackson Tripp. Tripp. Out to Bonner. Bonner. No look pass to Miller. looking to gain footing off to Kay, the three, and it's good. The three-pointer by Trey Kay.
Kay finally gets on the board, and maybe a little bit too late, but good to see him hit a three. They got a game tomorrow at ala-gilbert North, so maybe he can kind of build off of that, get a little hot stroke going.
And some substitutions here for Dysart, as number 5, Victor Mendeville, and 22, another 22. No, I was wrong. Who just checked in? I thought it was Blackman that checked in. I didn't see him check out. Oh, number three. Sorry, I'm sorry. Jordan Garcia checks back in. So, okay. Blackman inbounds the basketball, tipped away, but recovered by Mendeville. To Blackman for 3, and it's good. And the Dysart bench roars their approval.
Got a feeling Blackman hasn't seen the court too much, so it's good to see him get a basket.
Foul will be called down low. That'll be against Caleb Williams. That's his second, or excuse me, his third foul tonight, as O'Shea Bonner goes to the free throw line. First shot goes in, and Sabercats will make some mass substitutions here in the final minute 10.
Yeah, they're going to give some of the guys at the end of the bench some playing time here with 70 seconds remaining. The 22-point differential.
Second attempt, no good. Cross-court pass in the hands of Mendeville. Back to Garcia. To Lewis for 3. In and out. Javen Blacks with the rebound off to Bonner. Bonner brings the ball up court. Fires back out to Callis. Callis to Blacks for 3. And no good. Garcia brings the ball up court for the Demons. To Blackman. Callis to Weatherspoon. Lays it up and in. Count it, and he's fouled. Quentin Weatherspoon. Final 32 seconds. Foul will be called against Victor Mendeville, his first. Folks, check out our social media, and also Saturday morning, join us for the Sabercat Basketball Report with Lucas Ramirez on AM 1060, KDUS Arizona, the Varsity Sports Show, from 8 to 10 a.m. Bonner shot doesn't fall. And our social media on Twitter, or X as it's known now, at Varsity Show. Tune in. We'll have post-game interviews posted later this evening at Varsity Show. And that's it, folks. Thanks again for tuning in to the Saguaro Sabercat Game of the Week with the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Vince DeLisio on behalf of our amazing crew. Kyle Krikorian, our technical director. Kyle Cooper in production. Dorian Zavala in production. And, of course, on behalf of my broadcast partner, Aaron Nemiroff, my name is Vince DeLisio. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.